So I'm here with our director, Kevin Hauge. Hi, Kevin.
Hi.
So today I'm going to be asking you some questions about the audition process here at CMT.
Good.
So what are you looking for when you're auditioning?
Yeah, we have an initial audition where everybody brings in a piece that they've prepared themselves. Usually kids that have been around the block understand you want to bring something that's close to the kind of work you're doing. So when you're doing a show like Rent, we saw a lot of songs from things like, I would say, Heathers and maybe some of the more contemporary musicals. People are trying to sing within the genre of the work that we're doing so that we can get a sense of how they would fit within the work that we're doing. We look at them dance as well, and from that information we make a decision, and we sort of funnel them into different areas where we think we'd like to see a little more and ask them to prepare a bit of the characters that they'll actually be asked to possibly portray. And in this way, we're able to see just a little bit of their work, of what their ability is. We don't ask them to memorize. Many of them have 24 hours or less to prepare. So it's about getting the essence of the work. And a lot of times what you're looking for is not just somebody that can do it, but also somebody that has the spark, the interest, the drive, a special something, a charisma, and that's the kind of things that we look for in a callback situation.
Right. So auditions can be very scary sometimes for some kids. So do you have any advice for people that are auditioning?
Always. I always say, if you've ever sat on the side of the table that I sit on, I always try to advise everybody, we're always looking for everybody for the best things that they do, not the mistakes they make. I hear too many young people that say, oh, I hit a bad note, or I didn't really. It's not the bad things that people are judging you on. It's the good qualities that they see in front of you. So as long as you jump in and give it everything you have, the boo-boos don't matter. It's the essence of the good work that you do that is key to your success.
So at CMT, there's a tradition that we cast everyone that auditions. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. We're now in our 48th year, just about to finish it. I can't even believe that. But this is a concept that started from day one at CMT, long before any of us were here. And just the idea of if you walk in the door, you get to be in the show. So I remember the many, many years ago that I started, and I thought, wow, that's kind of weird. How are you going to do something that's credible, right? But through the years, I mean, in some ways, I can't imagine doing it a different way for so many reasons. But the part that I love about it is we have a bunch of people that come together, and it's still difficult to audition. It's the hardest part, I feel. I always say to somebody, relax, you've gotten through the hardest part. But it doesn't change the fact that at least a person can stand up there and say, well, at least I'm in it, right? So the part that's hard is how do we stretch everybody to their ability? That's why the audition and callback is so important. We need to figure out how are they going to fit within the scheme of the work that we're trying to do. And as you know, I am a firm believer it is possible to be inclusive and still work in the realm of excellence. It is possible to walk that tightrope. And the way you do it is you design shows, and the way you're going to mount a show in a way that there are skill levels and ideas that can be put forth in different sections of the show, which then become seamless in terms of an audience watching and saying every bit of that was successful. And whether a kid is in a section that they would consider to be the people that are the most savvy as opposed to a section that might include some of the more novices, the really exciting thing from my job is, can I make the sections of the show where the novices are on stage the best parts of the show? That's the exciting part for me.
Thank you so much, Kevin. I know the audition process is hard for you and the auditionees, but we can't wait to see how the show is going to turn out. So thank you so much for talking with me today.